And there were plenty of times when I felt like I wanted to just stop and give up. And I had to make the declaration, like, nah, I'ma stay grinding. All right, y'all, welcome back to like another episode of Namaste Grinding, right? I recorded about 4 or 5 episodes, and to be quite honest, I really wasn't feeling them. Like the way I felt like it didn't portray me in the way that I wanted to portray me, or even in the way that I see myself. So that was really important to me. And I also felt like you guys weren't getting the experience of exactly who I am. More importantly, I'm not quite sure if I identified exactly like what Namaste Grinding is, where it came from, and like really what inspired me to do that. So I just want to dive in and let y'all know. So I just want to go in and let you know that Namaste Grinding is not just a brand. I almost want to go ahead and let you know, like, it's a declaration. And so how that happened was, me, myself, I encountered some personal experiences where it was like just dealing with life, dealing with the downfalls or the valleys, if you will, right? So dealing with, and that's anything from addiction, that's depression, that is healing mentally, physically, emotionally, all of that. And there were plenty of times when I felt like I wanted to just stop and give up, and I had to make the declaration, like, nah, I'ma stay grinding. So really, it's a whole movement. It's a mode. It's not just a brand. It's not just a name. It's not just a podcast. It's really a declaration and a response to trauma, negativity, all of the stuff that we encounter on our dark days, right? So I just really want to encourage whoever needs to hear it. Like, if it's just that one person, if this video gets to just that one person who felt like they wanted to give up, that they wanted to wave their white flag, I just want to let them know that they got to tell themselves, they got to declare it and say it out loud. Nah, I'm going to stay grinding. And so, and just pass that message on to someone else. Once you get out of that valley, it's about catching your next brother or sister out here who's going through it and getting them to know that they got to stay grinding too, and helping them stay on their grind. Ultimately, you got to find peace in the hustle. Right now at this age, I feel like in my 30s and our generation, like, we have this like crazy amount of pressure to keep going, to some people say get rich or get wealthy and actually figure out what that is. And as we're navigating through adulthood and all these challenges that are coming up, we need to stay hopeful. We got to know that there is light at the end of the tunnel, that there's a hill when we're in that valley. And this is why this podcast exists. This is why this movement exists. This is why I would love for everybody to make that declaration, because when you're emotionally healthy and things are going well, and you have a good understanding of your emotions and your life, it's easier to heal your body. My physical therapist told me that they actually go hand in hand. Emotions go with physical healing. So if there's ever a time when you not necessarily sick, but it's off, or your body isn't, your mind, body, spirit are in need of healing, it's important to keep your emotions up. So really, I just want to encourage somebody, anybody who needs to hear the message that you got to stay grinding. And not only that, but eventually I'm building a team of support that's going to be there for you too. So we're coming to pull you out the gutter. We're coming to pull you out the valley. We're coming to pull you out of any kind of negative dark spot that you're in, and just remind you that there is peace in the grind, you know? There's peace in the hustle, that you could still go after it and still take care of your mindset and your mental health at the same time. And it's okay not to be okay, because we gonna meet you there. Like, it's not just a feeling of being, I just don't want people to feel hopeless, like they don't have a team or support, because when you're in that valley, that's one of the most important things that you can have, is support. And it's very important to know, like I've said in my previous episodes, that yeah, healing is something that you do on your own. However, it is very important to be supported by a lot of people rather than just surrounded by a bunch of people that say that they want to help you. So with love, I just ask y'all to stay patient with me, stay tuned, stay intrigued, and stay encouraged. And if there's anything that the thing that you could do the most that would help me really is like, subscribe, follow. Let's do it. Let's get the message out there. And I'm always open to conversation. So drop a comment if you feel a certain type of way. If you have a remedy for healing. For a long time in the cities, I have been following a lot of you. A little backstory on that was when I originally wanted to change my life, and I realized when I was hitting my namaste grinding point, I realized a lot of that had to do with who you're surrounded by. Oftentimes I started to feel like I was the smartest person in the room. And I had often heard, like, when you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. So what I did was, and a lot of you can contest to this because y'all did not know me, but I started following people in my city, local people that were engaged in their community, that had a voice for themselves, that utilized their voice to not only uplift themselves, but uplift their peers around them and then their entire community. A lot of people who I saw that had that hustle, I added, and I started showing up to events and just putting myself in a room with these people. And I'm letting y'all know that y'all sharpened me. Y'all got me all the way together out here. And I'm still growing, I'm still learning, and I'm still watching y'all. And it is my prayer, I feel like it's already written that I'm gonna call y'all on here and I'm gonna ask y'all about y'all namaste grinding story. I'm gonna ask you, when was that point when you wanted to wave your white flag, when you wanted to give up, when you couldn't see it happen in no other way? What point in your life did you have to say, nah, I'm gonna stay grinding. I'm gonna keep doing this thing. I'm gonna put in the work to bring my visions to fruition. Excuse me. But yeah, so like, I want to know, and more, I want to know for my soul. I am asking to be poured into, but I'm telling you what I know, and that is that there's somebody out there that needs to hear what you said, what you did, what the process was like, so that they can come up and do that too. So we can build a community of folks that are just exalted in the fact that they can get healing, and definitely have people all over, it's bigger than that, not just the city, not just the state, but all over the world that they know that got their back, that's going through it too. And a group of people that said, nah, I'm gonna stay grinding. And a group of people that are the examples. So yeah, so join along on this journey, because that's definitely what it's been. There's been so much change, there's been so much evolution. And I just wanna encourage anybody that if you are debating, if you wanna start something, if you wanna do something, like, just get up and do it. This episode, this moment right now is a full product of exactly what could happen. I literally was sitting on the edge of my bed, thinking about my vision, thinking about what it looked like. And when you're operating in your purpose, I'm letting you know, God will line it up. God will line that all up for you. Sitting there as I'm envisioning this podcast, right? I get a phone call from my homeboy Nate, shout out Nate. And he's just like, what are you doing? And I'm just like, I'm brainstorming about my podcast. He said, well, come in right now. So if there's anybody who's thinking like when, where, how, and all the details, I just want to let you know, like, get up, start now. And I just got a shout out to my network of people, my family, pretty much is what that is for me. My network is my family. Like, they support me so much, and they've got faith in my dream the way I've got faith in my dream. And that's why it's able to come to fruition like it is. And I would encourage you too, if you feel like you the smartest person in the room, or you feel like you got dreams and you don't have the network around to help you, I'm letting you know it's out there. So get up, move out the room if you're the smartest person in the room. Get to a room with people who want to support you and support your vision and can bring you the resources and everything that you need. Because when you start doing what you're supposed to be doing, it will happen. So, I mean, that's my little TED Talk. That's my little podcast episode. Like I said before, like, subscribe, follow, stay tuned, because there's more stuff coming. I thank y'all and I love y'all. Later.